Did you know that Harry Styles once pranked 5 Seconds of Summer in the nude? Or that the guys have a song about pizza? We'll tell you all about it. But first, let's check out how this Aussie band came out of the age of internet and social media. 5 Seconds of Summer got their start by posting song covers on YouTube, and within 2 years they were playing to tens of thousands of fans in arenas as One Direction's opening act. While their pop-punk sound has gained them millions of fans, Five Sauce is still evolving their sound and growing up in the public eye. From 14-year-olds making web videos to young artists posing for the cover of Rolling Stone magazine, these guys proved their musical talent to the world in no time. So get your guitar picks ready, because MicDrop is here to count down 107 music facts about 5 Seconds of Summer. Fact number 1. 5 Seconds of Summer's 4 members are from Western Sydney, Australia. The members are Luke Hemmings, Michael Clifford, Calum Hood, and Ashton Irwin. Fact number 2. Luke Robert Hemmings was born on July 16, 1996 in Sydney, Australia. His father is Andrew Hemmings, and his mother is Liz Hemmings, who is a math teacher. He has 2 brothers, Ben and Jack. Fact number 3. Michael Gordon Clifford was born on November 20th, 1995, also in Sydney. He is an only child to parents Daryl and Karen. Fact number 4. Michael says that his obsession with Guitar Hero when he was younger inspired him to pick up the real guitar. He said, "I got really good at that, and I was like, wow, I could play real guitar. And then I played real guitar and sucked so badly." But he obviously kept working on it and eventually joined his friend Luke in starting a band. Fact number 5. Calum Thomas Hood was born on January 25th, 1996 in, you guessed it, Sydney, Australia. His parents are David and Joy Hood. His mother is from New Zealand of Maori descent, and his father is Scottish. Fact number 6. Music seems to run in Calum's family. His older sister, Molly Coe, passed the blind audition of the first season of The Voice Australia in 2012. In fact, you can see a young Calum walking along and sitting with her in her room. Benji Madden ended up choosing her, but unfortunately she didn't make it past the battle round. Who would have thought that in a few years her little bro would be writing music with Benji? Fact number 7. Calum's first major passion was playing soccer, and he has even traveled to Brazil to represent his country when he was younger. He ended up choosing music over his love of the game, but it seems like it's all working out just fine for him. Fact number 8. Ashton Fletcher Irwin was born on July 7th, 1994 in Hornsby, Australia. He has a mother, Anne Marie, and 2 siblings, Lauren and Harry. His mother and father separated years ago. Fact number 9. Before joining Five Sauce, Ashton was in a duo called Swallow the Goldfish, and he apparently didn't really like 5 Seconds of Summer that much because he thought they didn't take themselves seriously. You'd think it was the other way around. Swallow the goldfish? I've had my protein, thanks. Fact number 10. Ashton learned to drum from his stepfather, who used to play in rock cover bands. His stepdad once asked him on stage to perform Sweet Home Alabama with him and his band, and Ashton was hooked on performing since then. Fact number 11. Ashton's grandparents were the ones to invest in a drum set for him when he was younger, and they didn't really think that he would actually use them. Well, the investment definitely gave them a good return, and Ashton paid his grandparents back in full as soon as he made money from 5 Seconds of Summer. Fact number 12. Luke Hemmings is the lead singer of the band, and he was the first member to start posting his singing videos on YouTube. Fact number 13. Luke's first video was a cover of Please Don't Go by Mike Posner in February 2011 when he was only 14 years old. Fact number 14. Luke and his good friend Calum had their first performance together in 9th grade at their school talent show, and Luke said it was a terrible experience. He said he much prefers performing in front of 20,000 people than at his school. Fact number 15. Luke, Calum, and their other friend Michael all went to Norwest Christian College together. They eventually started playing music together and appearing in the YouTube videos as well, and the band as we know it today was formed. Well, almost. Fact number 16. Their first video of the 3 of them as 5 Seconds of Summer was a cover of I Miss You by Blink-182, who they cite as one of their major influences. Fact number 17. Their drummer, Ashton, went to Richmond High School. He joined the group in December 2011 and was introduced in a video of them covering Teenage Dirtbag by Wheatus in front of a Christmas tree. Best way to celebrate. Fact number 18. The boys didn't really think hard about their band name because they didn't think they would get very far. In fact, Michael was the one that made up the phrase, One day they were bored in science class when they were 15 years old and tried to think of good band names, but didn't like any of the ones they came up with, like Bromance and Powerpuff Blokes. After they left, Michael texted them the new name idea and they all agreed it sounded fun, so 5 Seconds of Summer it was. Fact number 19. After they got their drummer, Five Sauce had their first gig at a hotel in Sydney and there was only 20 people in attendance. Fact number 20. Following that first gig, they vowed to practice 4 times a week and write their own music. It was around this time that their now manager, Adam Wilkinson, found them through Facebook to represent them. Fact number 21. The band quickly got a pretty huge internet following from their YouTube videos and got the attention of Sony Records, who signed them to a publishing deal. Fact number 22. Michael says that they were so serious about practicing that they would sometimes rehearse in the dark with the lights off. Hey, whatever works. Fact number 23. Their manager said that the boys thought he was being overly ambitious in booking them for venues that fit 250 people for their first tour, but they ended up selling out every show in under 10 seconds. Fact number 24. Once they got a bigger following, they landed an opening gig for the Australian band Hot Shell Ray. Fact number 25. Their first EP, Unplugged, was released in June 2012, and their first original acoustic song, Gotta Get Out, went to number 3 on the iTunes chart in Australia. Fact number 26. The most impressive thing about their first original song was that it reached the national charts without any promotion beyond their own social media, proving that their fans were ready to make them huge. Fact number 27. While they were on tour with Hot Shell Ray, Louis Tomlinson of One Direction gave them a massive boost when he tweeted their video for Gotta Get Out, saying that he had been a fan of the band for a while and that 1D fans should get behind them. And if Louis tells you to do something, you listen. Fact number 28. Riding off the success of their first EP, Five Sauce got right back to recording new music and released a second EP in the same year called Somewhere New. Fact number 29. The first single from Somewhere New, Out of My Limit, was released in November 2012 and became the song that would set the stage for their future worldwide success. The video earned over 100,000 views in the first 24 hours, which is a massive deal for a tiny band from Australia. Fact number 30. Another One Direction member announced he was a huge Five Sauce fan. Niall Horan tweeted a link to the Out of My Limit video in that same month, saying it was a tune. That means he liked it, right? Fact number 31. A month after their second EP released, the band headed on their first big trip over to London, where they worked with some of the biggest songwriters in pop rock music. Fact number 32. In early 2013, Niall Horan stopped by the studio where 5 Seconds of Summer was recording to show his support for the young band, and a bromance began. Harry Styles and Louis also got friendly with the boys and challenged them to a soccer match, and 1D won the game. Best 2 out of 3? Fact number 33. On Valentine's Day in 2013, One Direction announced that 5 Seconds of Summer would be their opening act for their entire Take Me Home tour, which would kick off at the end of that month. Fact number 34. The tour began at the O2 Arena in London, so within 2 years, Five Sauce went from playing for 20 people in their first gig to over 50,000 people. Fact number 35. After supporting One Direction in the UK for the first half of the year, the boys returned to Australia to embark on their own national tour, and each tour date sold out in just minutes. Fact number 36. The band continued writing and working on their own material while on their national tour, and announced in November 2013 that they had signed with their first major label, Capitol Records. Fact number 37. In early 2014, 5 Seconds of Summer listed their first major label single, She Looks So Perfect, on iTunes, and it was officially released in March. Fact number 38. The song debuted at number 1 on the Australian charts, and it eventually entered the US Hot 100, peaking at number 32. This marked their first top 40 single in America. Fact number 39. She Looks So Perfect was the lead single and title of their third EP, which was released on April 9th, 2014, and quickly made it to number 2 on the Billboard 200 in the US. A huge accomplishment. Fact number 40. The song didn't only just make a massive mark in the Australian and American charts, it had reached the number 1 position in 39 countries, including Argentina, Australia, Brazil, Spain, Malaysia, New Zealand, and the UK. Fact number 41. In June 2014, 5 Seconds of Summer finally released their first self-titled debut album, where it instantly went to number 1 in 71 countries. 71! Wow! Fact number 42. The album had the biggest first-week sales of any new artist on the Billboard charts for 2014, selling over 250,000 copies in the US alone. It also made them the first Australian act to debut at #1 with their first album. Fact number 43. Grammy-nominated producer Jake Sinclair helped write She Looks So Perfect and was actually the one behind the song's memorable lyric, "She looks so perfect standing there in my American Apparel underwear." Fact number 44. The wild success of the single also affected the clothing brand's success. In the summer that She Looks So Perfect was released, American Apparel reported a 10% increase in their men's underwear sales, which they attributed to the younger listeners of Five Sauce. Fact number 45. After She Looks So Perfect, the band released their second single, Don't Stop, and then the track Amnesia, which was the only song on the album not written by the band. It was actually written by Benji and Joel Madden of Good Charlotte. Fact number 46. Benji said in an interview, 5 Seconds of Summer remind me of Good Charlotte in the best possible way. They're a younger us. I'm glad they're doing this sound, and I'm very happy to pass the torch. One Direction and Good Charlotte? These guys have some amazing support. Fact number 47. To promote the album, the band embarked on a short tour throughout the US, Australia, and the UK until they joined One Direction again for their Where We Are tour in August 2014. Fact number 48. As soon as they got off One Direction's tour, the band released their fourth single, Good Girls, followed by their sixth EP of the same name. These guys don't like taking breaks, do they? Fact number 49. Proving their undeniable takeover of the pop rock charts, the Good Girls EP became #1 on the UK iTunes chart, beating out One Direction, whose newest album, 4, was actually at #4. Fact number 50. The guys kept riding on the waves of success and released their first live album, Live Sauce, which featured the cover song What I Like About You by the Romantics. Live Sauce had 15 live tracks from their different concerts all over the world. Talk about a world takeover! Fact number 51. In June 2014, the band announced their first headlining world tour, almost a whole year in advance. The Rock Out With Your Socks Out tour kicked off in Lisbon, Portugal in May 2015. Fact number 52. Following the 1D tour, the boys got back to the studio to work on their second full-length album. They traveled to LA to work with producer John Feldman, who previously worked with The Used, All Time Low, and Plain White T's, all bands that 5 Seconds of Summer counted as inspirations. Fact number 53. In July of 2015, they released She's Kinda Hot from their upcoming second album. They went into the studio with the Madden brothers once again, and Ashton told Billboard magazine that they had their fans in mind when writing the song. It was meant for the misfits that wanted to find a place to belong. Don't we all? Fact number 54. The music video for She's Kinda Hot was inspired by the movie Mad Max after the director heard the boys talking about the film. The director, Isaac Rentz, gave them the idea of building a Mad Max-style vehicle that could also be found in your dad's garage. Yes please! Fact number 55. In the music video, the house that they were sitting outside of was the same house used in the movie Project X, about 3 high schoolers who throw a wild graduation party. Perfect! Party house and 5 Sauce? I'm in! Fact number 56. In October 2015, 5 Seconds of Summer released their second full-length album, Sounds Good, Feels Good. The album naturally debuted at #1 on the Billboard 200, selling almost 200,000 copies in its first week. Fact number 57. 5 Sauce continued breaking records and became the only band, not vocal group, to have their first 2 full-length albums debut at #1 on the 200 chart. Not bad for 4 teenagers from Australia. Fact number 58. The band announced that their 2016 headlining world tour, Sounds Live, Feels Live, would kick off at the Sheffield Arena in April and end in Texas in September, though we can all hope they'll add more dates for their millions of fans around the globe. Can never get enough sauce. Fact number 59. They announced that a new song, Girls Talk Boys, would be released in July 2016 as part of the Ghostbusters reboot film. Some people think the song may be about the fact that the new cast is all ladies, which is a topic I don't think the guys have a problem writing about. Fact number 60. The band shared some details about the upcoming track, saying that the song definitely sounds different than their old material and will show their fans the direction that their new music is headed. Time for the lightning round! 5 Seconds of Summer have always been keen on separating themselves from boy bands, so here are the diverse rock, pop, punk bands that have helped to inspire their sound and attitude. They've even been able to work with many of them already. Fact number 61. One of Five Sauce's earliest YouTube covers was I Miss You by Blink-182, who they count as one of their favorite bands. They've said that they look up to the fact that they have punk songs with pop melodies, which is a sound they strive for. Fact number 62. Benji and Joel Madden of Good Charlotte have been huge mentors to the boys and have co-written a few tracks with them. Luke has admitted that Good Charlotte is the reason he started playing guitar. Fact number 63. Green Day is probably their most universal influence as a band. Ashton and Luke both cite the Green Day song Holiday as the first song they learned on their instruments, and that Billy Joe Armstrong's stage presence helped them with their confidence on stage. Fact number 64. While most of the boys were too young to be a part of the Nirvana craze, they are still fans of their music and often rock their Nirvana shirts, especially Calum. But they're actually much bigger fans of Nirvana drummer Dave Grohl, who now leads the Foo Fighters. Fact number 65. The band often mentions All Time Low when speaking of their favorite bands, especially because of Alex Gaskarth's songwriting. Calum said that he always strives to write like Alex, and they actually did get to write with him on their debut album. Fact number 66. Boys Like Girls is a band Five Sauce has always listed as their main influence on social media, and once you hear their catchy emo pop, you would understand why. As with many of their other idols, the boys scored some studio time with Boys Like Girls frontman Martin Johnson back in 2013. Fact number 67. Although screamo or hardcore wouldn't seem to describe Five Sauce as much as pop punk, Calum cites post-hardcore band The Used as his ultimate favorite band, saying, I just really love the angst and the guitar lines and the rhythm section, especially because I'm a bassist. Fact number 68. A Day to Remember was another of the first bands that Five Sauce covered on YouTube, doing an acoustic version of their song If It Means a Lot to You. Like The Used, this is one of the heavier bands they count as influences. Fact number 69. When tested on their knowledge of pop punk, they unanimously chose Mayday Parade as their inspirations for their work with vocal harmonies. They've covered Mayday's song Jersey and said, we wanted to take harmonies from Mayday Parade and be a guitar-playing band. Fact number 70. Back in the day, AC/DC was probably the most well-known rock band to come out of Australia, and they're a rite of passage for any musician over there. On the Five Sauce tour, Highway to Hell often plays before they get on stage as an homage to their rock roots from back home. That's the end of the lightning round. Which of these bands are you also a fan of? Comment below and let us know. And now, back to the facts. Fact number 71. Pop quiz. What is Australia's other most popular export? If you guessed Vegemite, you are correct. In fact, both of Australia's pride and joys, Vegemite and Five Sauce, recently teamed up for the Mitery Cheer Squad campaign to support the Australian Olympic team this summer. Fact number 72. In March 2015, the guys announced that they created their own label through Capitol Records called Hi or Hey Records. They wanted to be able to sign and release their own artists that they find. Oh, how quickly the tables turned. Fact number 73. A few months before they announced Hi or Hey Records, they had already been looking for bands to sign. Luke once said that they were interested in signing a girl version of them, and it turned out that their first band they signed was a band called Hey Violet, a Los Angeles band made up of 3 girls and 1 guy. Fact number 74. Every band has a die-hard fan story. When Five Sauce got their first taste of fame back in 2012 in Australia, people started noticing them in the street and they were cornered at a McDonald's. They said when they left, a few fans stayed behind and smelled their seats. A little weird, but I'm pretty sure that means you made it. Fact number 75. Speaking of fans, the boys announced their first ever fan convention called DerpCon in August 2014. They launched a competition where fans from all over the world would have the chance to be flown to Los Angeles and attend the convention before going to one of their super secret shows at the Forum in LA. Fact number 76. DerpCon was an interactive experience where the fans were shuttled over to Paramount Studios and saw all sorts of fun things like Spider-Man, a mariachi band, meet and greets, and virtual reality goggles. Sounds like a cooler version of Disneyland. Fact number 77. While they were on their first tour with One Direction, the band mentioned they got very close to Harry Styles and that it was a bit traumatizing. Being a master prankster, Harry ran into their green room, threw fruit at them, tipped their tables over, and ran back out, all while being naked. Oh my, you can traumatize me any day. Fact number 78. They've been close friends with One Direction since the beginning of their career, but their support runs much deeper than it seems. In October 2014, it was revealed that all 5 of the 1D members owned a 50% share of the group, so when 5 Sauce is winning, so is One Direction. Smart move. The looks and the brains. Fact number 79. Harry Styles and Ashton actually have a lot more in common than music, possibly including dating history. In summer 2014, Harry's ex Kendall Jenner was rumored to be having a fling with Ashton when they were spotted hanging out in NYC, though nothing was ever confirmed. Fact number 80. This was not 5 Sauce's first connection to Kendall. She actually had a major flub when she stumbled on their name as she announced them at the 2014 Billboard Music Awards, almost calling them One Direction. Whoops. Fact number 81. Unlike other boy bands, every member of 5 Sauce plays an instrument, and they strive to be recognized as a real band and not just a boy band with choreography. Luke and Michael play guitar, Calum plays bass, and Ashton plays the drums. Fact number 82. Although they helped increase the sales of American Apparel underwear with their song She Looks So Perfect, the boys say that they have never been offered any free underwear or shout out from the brand. The brand's loss. Fact number 83. Michael had once lost his passport and he couldn't join his bandmates to play a few shows in London. It was one of the few times that they had to play as a trio. When they were all reunited in NYC for the Jingle Ball, Michael confessed that he lost his passport because he was too busy fighting dragons. Fact number 84. Luke admitted that he had a few pretty famous Twitter followers, his favorite being Selena Gomez. He denied that he ever sent her a message until his bandmate Calum called him on his lie and said that Luke definitely DM'd Selena just to say hi. Wonder if she said hi back. Fact number 85. The guys have an EP called B-Sides and Stuff that was only given to the first 300 fans who pre-ordered their debut album from JB Hi-Fi, a retailer in Australia. The EP had a very special song dedicated to one of their most favorite things, pizza. That's right. The food. Pizza is only 38 seconds long, but it's probably their most traditional punk song that they've ever recorded. The only lyrics are a repetition of the words, "Michael wants another slice." Well, I hope he got one. Fact number 86. The name of their record label, Hi or Hey Records, was chosen through a fan vote on Twitter in 2014. The winning name came from a clip at the end of their Wherever You Are music video, where the boys tried to introduce themselves in unison, and Ashton says, "Is it hi or hey?" Fact number 87. Luke revealed himself as a huge Oprah Winfrey fan when he tweeted her and begged her to follow him. He also confessed she was his celebrity crush, and luckily the boys finally met Oprah backstage at the Ellen DeGeneres show in 2015. Apparently, Luke has her number now, so maybe they'll collaborate on a project. Hey, a girl can dream. Fact number 88. In 2014, amidst releasing their first full-length album, the band put out their own online video game called Hungry 5 Sauce. The game is very similar to Pac-Man, where fans can play as one of the band members and collect dots along the way, which unlocks surprises like track listings and album art. These boys really spoil their die-hard fans. Fact number 89. Michael is known for being the most punk of the group, at least in style, and he has been constantly changing his hair color ever since they started the band. He's pretty much had every color under the sun, including neon green, red, blue, lavender, and many, many more. Fact number 90. Since Michael's hair is so beloved to the fans, it was a huge scare when his hair actually caught on fire on stage during a concert. While performing in London, a flame shooting up from the stage accidentally caught him and lit his hair on fire, and he quickly ran off stage to put it out. Luckily, he only suffered minimal burns and assured his fans he was fine after tweeting a photo of himself with bandages on his face. Scary. Glad he's okay. Fact number 91. During the 2015 Christmas season, Ashton was invited to drum on a charity single for the Ryan Seacrest Foundation. He joined Joel Madden of Good Charlotte, Pierre Bouvier of Simple Plan, and Alex Gaskarth of All Time Low for the punk rock cover of Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. And it looks like he did, playing with some of his idols. Fact number 92. Although 1D is on hiatus and 5 Sauce is on a world tour, they still find a way to keep in touch with their old tour mates. Ashton revealed that the boys mostly keep in touch with Niall, who they credit as being one of the first people to discover them. Fact number 93. In December 2014, the Five Sauce Boys were officially one of music's elite when they were invited to Taylor Swift's star-studded birthday party at her apartment in NYC. They all cozied up to her in photo booth pics and mingled with Beyoncé and Justin Timberlake. Before this, Michael had publicly displayed their new friendship on his Twitter with emoji-filled tweets and an invitation from Taylor to be Twitter BFFs. He accepted, of course. Fact number 94. Ever since they first joined One Direction on tour, they have been battling the boy band title, insisting that they all play their own instruments. Ashton once said in an interview, "Some people think, oh, they're just another boy band. They'll have a thing and then disappear. But we're challenging that thought. We're so proud of the music we make. We love it and we're fearless. If anyone puts us down, we don't care." And neither do we. Keep going, guys. We love it. Fact number 95. 5 Seconds of Summer thought about possibly auditioning for the X Factor, but they ultimately decided against it because they didn't want to be known as a television band like another band they were very close to. Fact number 96. Luke met his current girlfriend, Arzelia, while they were both at Kylie Jenner's 18th birthday party. She's not in showbiz herself, but it turns out that her dad is business partners with Tyga. The Hollywood circle really is small. Fact number 97. Luke said that when they met Blink-182 backstage, Travis Barker had no idea who they were, which bummed them out since they're huge Blink fans. But they still had a chance to be fanboys, and another really cool celebrity recognized them, Rick Astley of the hit Never Gonna Give You Up. Fact number 98. When Rick Astley was playing nearby them at a show in London, he sent them over a video, and Ashton confessed that they somehow always end up talking about Rick. I wonder if he rickrolled them. Fact number 99. One of the band's only controversies was their Rolling Stone cover and interview from December 2015. It showed the boys nude, covered with body paint, and the story showed a much more mature side of the band that their fans were not very comfortable with. The honest interview was just a way for Five Sauce to show that they were normal teenagers in a band trying to maneuver through the world of celebrity. Fact number 100. Pete Wentz once prank called Michael when he was on BBC Radio 1, claiming that he did an interview about Five Sauce that was taken out of context. Pete told Michael that he said Five Sauce made him want to quit music, and Michael was speechless. Luckily, Michael eventually figured out it was a prank and was a good sport about it. Fact number 101. Michael has admitted to being a huge gamer, and growing up, the guys learned a lot about songs through video games. A huge dream for Michael would be to have a song on Zelda. Fact number 102. The boys have been named by NME Music Magazine as the worst band for 2015 and 2016. Five Sauce have been good sports about the news, with Ashton tweeting, "NME worst band 2 years running. We are unstoppable at being the worst." Try telling that to their millions of fans. Fact number 103. I guess people love to play pranks on the Five Sauce guys, because after One Direction did it, Hey Violet decided to continue the tradition. On their 2015 tour with them, Hey Violet responded to Five Sauce's prank attempts by filling up one of their dressing rooms with strategically placed cups of water and another room full of balloons. Five Sauce gave in and gave props to Hey Violet. Fact number 104. The only band member with any facial piercings is Luke, but most recently he's been spotted without his trademark lip piercing. What happened to it? Well, Luke confessed that he got a little too drunk one night and it fell out, and he hasn't bothered to re-pierce it. Honest answer. Fact number 105. While they're not as tatted up as One Direction, Five Sauce is slowly starting to catch up. Ashton is known for his 5 tally mark tattoo on his wrist, representing 5 seconds of summer, and he also has a soaring bird on the back of his neck. Calum has a bird on his forearm with his sister's name Molly Co underneath, saying that she's his best friend. He also has his parents' initials. Even their tattoos are sweet. Fact number 106. The boys count being in the nude as one of their favorite tour activities. Luke once shared, "Once when we lived in London, I went downstairs and Calum was making a cup of tea naked, so I took a photo. Calum's butt is everywhere now." Where? Fact number 107. Lots of bands and artists have pre-show rituals, but 5 Seconds of Summer has some pretty unique ones, like brushing their teeth together, cutting up their own shirts for the stage, listening to heavy metal, doing the chicken dance, and wearing sombreros. Hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Once again, I'm San Yi, and you just finished watching MicDrop's 107 music facts about 5 Seconds of Summer. Did you guys enjoy these facts? Make sure to subscribe because we're bringing you more facts about your favorite musicians every week. Let us know which artists we should find facts about, and I'll see you next week.